Alright, so now we're working on, and it's G, A minor, and C, like in that order, right?
Yeah.
So, alright, so, I don't know, so fewer of them, and more dynamic shifts, but like, this is mostly a video, so what we talked about in that song are, the following things that actually matter. Quickie stuff, I think it's just saying eating crow, not eating crows is fine, and that'll rhyme with arrows, no problem. And then we talked about, at some point I thought dark even shadows was a little, what did that dude say, but not the biggest deal by any means. Cool, so then this song is obviously all about dynamic shifts, like it's the same shit over and over. So the first thing I suggested was that when you first start blowing the roof off, just bring it back down a little bit when you start singing. And then the last one, do what you intend there, where you just blow it up and then blow it up more, and that's how the song ends or whatever. Cool, so 1 minute into this, so there's your form on this song, is however many of each. Here's how long it goes in my head. It's like, this is totally how long it shouldn't get. Kind of tough when it's twice as many of those. One thing that could break them up though is doing instrumental and then back really quickly, like, and having it have a dynamic up, dynamic down thing. Here's what I mean. And I'm on the second of the two of them. Talked about that. Just feel like just like having an up down, and there, fucking do that shit though. If only for exactly the second verse, you know? I think that's actually a lot better, because so much of the song is like, so yeah, in my opinion, is what should happen during the verses. And the thing is then you blow it out and then you come back down. It seems to be a recurring concept, is like the idea of and then back to the pocket. Mm-hmm. So try that, even if it's not how it goes in your head. So that's going to be, and I think the is good. Like it would ultimately be the drummer just like or it could be literally, and then the band hits. That would be pretty tight either way. So yeah. Really try it that way, even if it feels like it was just we'll strum like a motherfucker the whole way. Alright, 320 and beat divisions. And I think that, these are the things that we're working on, are not your lyrics, but sense of melody and rhythm and arranging. That's what we're working on, more than content. So like, yeah, I want you to be able to quantify for me where everything falls, and this is basically the Hum It For Me project, but that's the only time you really do anything awkward is like when you start a phrase in the middle of a not really obviously what happened there situation. So in this song it's like we were talking about the questions asked were like, so yeah, no, wait, we're talking about this fucking song, right? Where was I talking about starting on the next line? Oh yeah, right, so I believe it's whatever. So, that's the deal, is that the next line, come or whatever, it starts on 4 and. So we've been going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and. So that's where it is. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and so that's like 2, 3 and so da 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 and so kind of like Yeah, like right on the upbeat is where you mean to do that, and really decide how that line goes melodically. I mean, I'm saying the same shit over and over again, but those are, like, obviously you can totally nail. This is really obviously how it goes. And what is this part's rhythm? Kind of a little. So there you go. I want you to, as like a quiz, where there's no grade, but I'm going to be going if you don't do it at all, break this down and decide what beats stuff falls on particularly. So like, write this down and leave it some of them or whatever. Then there's lines that are kind of what the fuck, rhythmically, so that part especially. And then do something easier too, like drinking from an empty glass, living on bottles, 1, 2, 3, and a 4 and 1, 3 and a 4 and 1, 3 and a 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and. There's your boy. That was good. I just did that like right. I don't even know the song. Okay, cool. So there you go. That would be a good one. So there we heard it go into triplet feel. So as opposed to just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and now we're needing the triplet feel, which is the next one I would bring up anyway. So now we're going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, or sorry. 3 and a 4 and 1, 2, 3 and a 4 and 1, 3 and a 4 and 1. So that's us. 1, 3 and a 4 and 1, 3 and a 4 and 1, 3 and a 4 and 1, down and 4 and I think it's 3 and 4 and I could get that right. Yeah, not before he dies. 3 and 4 and so there's the answers to this section. It's 1, 3 and a 4 and 1, 3 and a 4 and 1, 3 and a 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1. Sing it that way, straight and shit. Cool. So there was, 1 and a 2 and a. Then we've got 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a. And that's when it's like, dude, that's not. If you tried both of them, and you can't, and it's like still feels in between, chances are that's exactly what you need to do is break it down to like, I don't know, like 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a. Like that last thing ended on 1E and a 1. So cool, there's the other one, but that doesn't come up as often because we're not always singing all fast and stuff. Cool, so there you go. So we got 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4 and a. So, project is find that shit in your own songs, because everything does fall on some beat. Like, I'm not like, and this is the big revelation of your lifetime or whatever, but it does, so you should be able to quantify where each one of those is. Like, that's the whole trip, is not having weird rhythmic shifts, I think, as far as like vocal performance goes.